I'm reading a lot online in recent times that Las Vegas is becoming a less and less attractive place to visit every single year due to its exorbitant prices, ridiculous resort fees, and generally just providing a poor experience for the average tourist. Value for money is a phrase that Vegas has long since forgotten, but in this video I'm going to share with you 5 things that we did during our trip to Vegas that led to a fantastic holiday, not just for us, but also for my wallet too. Let's head on a wander, shall we? The first thing we did was to visit Vegas in the off-season. When we stayed in the city in late April and early May, we found some great hotel deals, while the weather was absolutely perfect for us as well. It never got above 30 degrees Celsius, and there was even a nice constant breeze, keeping us cool all throughout the day. Summer equals much higher prices and pretty much insufferable weather for walking around in. And being able to walk around comfortably was going to be absolutely essential for us in our efforts to keep costs down. The second and probably the most important decision we made in terms of cost savings was to actually stay off the strip entirely. We found a place online called Virgin Hotels Las Vegas, located on Paradise Road. I will show you on a map here real quick where that is. It was a 5-minute drive into the strip, and while Google shows it as a 26-minute walk in, we found it was much closer to 15 to 20 minutes from our hotel into Planet Hollywood on the strip. While we booked the Virgin Hotel primarily to ensure a great deal on accommodation, it ended up being a huge masterstroke for us. It was the perfect balance. We could head into the madness of Vegas and the strip whenever we wanted and for however long we could handle it, and then come back to this relaxing and peaceful place. The Virgin Hotel had a decent sized casino, loads of food options, and also an incredible pool deck, so you still got the Vegas vibes here, just on a much smaller and intimate level, which was very much to our liking. We just love relaxing by the pool, and at times we thought we were in an exotic oasis rather than in the middle of an arid desert. Now let's show you the room and tell you how much we paid for it. For our stay, we booked what was called a Chamber King. The room was light and spacious with a king-size bed. It had an unusual upholstered bed frame, which we thought made the bed look quite cozy. Beside the bed, there was a very useful wireless charging pad for our phones, along with an alarm clock and a random but very cute little Virgin sheep figurine. We actually slept really well here because the mattress was fantastic. Medium firm, great quality sheets and supportive pillows. There was also a nice wraparound couch beside the bed where you could chill out at and watch TV. Below the TV was the off-limits area, or some people also call this the minibar. No touchy, no touchy. Heading back towards the front door, we have a couple of free waters on top of a vanity unit with a mirror, and on the left, a full wardrobe with a huge amount of storage. Finally, we have the bathroom, which was a decent size, a massive mirror above the sink, and below they provided us with plenty of towels for our stay. The shower in this room was also huge. It was a full walk-in shower that had both a rainfall shower head and a hand shower attachment. You're also provided with good quality shower products from dispensers on the wall. I can confirm these smell very nice when we use them. Alright, let's finish off the tour by checking out the room view. Our room wasn't facing towards the strip, but I didn't mind because instead we got a view of the desert and mountains in the distance, along with an airport view to the right. Here is also the view I had at night time. I even got some neon lights, which in my opinion is essential to get that true Vegas experience. You couldn't really open the balcony door, as you can see here, but you really didn't need to. The aircon was fantastic inside. So what did we pay for all this? We stayed for 4 nights in a chamber king size room, and it cost us $1,156. What you think of the price? Let me know in the comments below. This included $180 in resort fees. Overall, we loved the room and really enjoyed our stay here. Now, I think the whole premise of resort fees is absolutely ridiculous, but the only perk I saw from it is that it included 2 drinks vouchers each. Considering the price of drinks in hotels here in Las Vegas, we made a bit of money back in resort fees there at least. The next and third recommendation we have is to avoid rideshares and taxis whenever you can, because the cost of these in Vegas ramp up extremely quickly. Eric and I are thankfully fit and able, so if you're the same as us, I'd suggest that you walk wherever you can, because it's always the best way to see a place and you're saving money for other things you may like to do. Obviously, make use of the public transport and trams available when you need them. The strip is humongous and you will be knackered at some point during your visit. And don't worry, this type of travel won't break the bank. The fourth tip is to make use of the free attractions all around you, and that's in the shape and form of the mega resorts themselves. In terms of finding free, the Bellagio is fantastic for this, because not only does it have the incredible free fountain show outside, with shows happening all throughout the evening time, but it also has the conservatory inside. This room is free to enter and is an experience all by itself, due to the amazing theming. The theme also changes for every season, so it's always a new experience for returning visitors as well. We spent a lot of our time just exploring all the different hotels, from walking the Italian streets and piazzas in the Venetian, to taking in the Big Apple vibes in New York, and heading back in time to ancient Rome in Caesar's Palace. There is a free fountain show in Caesar's Palace as well, but unfortunately it wasn't playing at the time when we were passing by. Like everything, it's always good to find a balance. If we were always penny pinching, then what's the point of a holiday and treating yourself in the first place? However, like I said earlier, we like to save on things that don't really matter to us, so we have the money to spend on the things we do enjoy. For example, rather than paying for things like a $150 gondola ride in a Venetian hotel, we went and got us a couple of amazing pastries in Carlo's Bakery instead. Now these were a little pricey, but they were huge and tasted incredible. It was so good. I would strongly recommend anyone wanting a sweet treat to make a visit there. So simple, I know, but it's these little experiences that create lasting memories for us anyway. The fifth and final recommendation is, if you're planning to stay over the weekend, consider checking out of your current hotel and into a smaller resort or inn that's still located off the strip. I suggest this because we found it crazy just how much the larger resorts inflate their room rates on Friday and Saturday nights. It's a dramatic price hike, even when compared to other major cities around the globe. Our 4-night stay included a Saturday night, and that one night alone cost us $350, so this really bumped up the overall price for us. In hindsight, we would have found somewhere cheaper on that Saturday night, and then booked into Virgin Hotel on Sunday and the following weekdays, where prices were well under the $200 a night mark. I'm going to give you one little bonus tip at the end here. We hardly ever pay for hotel breakfast. Even when it's included in a room rate, it's normally still way too overpriced, and we never leave thinking we got value for money when we do go for it. In Vegas, you can still find some very reasonable places for a brekkie and, more importantly, for coffees throughout the day. And our go-to during our stay was Dunkin' Donuts. This chain still offers really good value, their coffee is lovely, and their donuts, pastries and hot items are delicious. We couldn't get over just how much cheaper they were in comparison to all the rest. For me, the Boston Cream was my favourite. What's yours? Let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed this one, short and sweet, and I'm interested in hearing your own thoughts on Vegas. Have you stayed recently, or are you planning to visit yourselves anytime soon? On your way out, I'd love it if you give this one a like and become a subscriber if you're new here. It's going to be a very interesting end to the year for me, and there's some huge developments for this channel that I will be speaking about in early 2026. So stay tuned for more news on that. Bye for now, and I'll catch you on my next wander.